And now, broadcasting live, straight out of the Bronx, New York, with meteorologist Neil Gonzalez, with the latest in the weather report.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Neil Gonzalez, and today we are going to talk about Super Cold Front Nolan, the greatest super Arctic air that's going to affect millions of Americans in the Northeast coast. Now, here are the previous updates of what the American model and the European model are suggesting about this cold front. And if you're going outside on Saturday night, be packed up because this cold front is not going to be a game. It's going to be a serious, historic cold front. It's going to be a historic cold front right in the bang bang for the Weather Channel. I'm going to show you how it's going to affect the Northeast coast. So this is North America right here. So we're going to show you the difference between the American model and the European model of Super Cold Front Nolan. Will this be even powerful than the one in January 2014? This might be a possibility or a likely possibility that this will be a 100% more powerful cold front than Mavili or any kinds of cold fronts like Jacksonville that hit in the 1990s. It's going to be a very, very powerful cold front. So this is the American model. The American model is suggesting right here a low pressure, which is known as the polar vortex. So you have the polar vortex right here at the north of the Canadas, which is in Canada. And it's going to bring a lot of cold air for Saturday. And this thing will be very, strengthened a lot. It's going to be really, really strong as it goes to the moisture of the lakes, because all what's going to bring in this area is going to be lake moisture up into this low pressure. And what's going to happen is it's going to get even more stronger. The temperatures are going to just dramatically drop down. And this might not be a good time on the holidays for Valentine's Day if you're going to go out. And what's going to really happen is this cold front is going to be so strong that it's going to go over 1,000 miles wide. Like over to Alaska, then all the way down to the northeast, and boom, there you have it. And this is where it becomes the worst from Saturday at between 6 p.m. through Sunday morning, which is on Valentine's Day. This is going to be very deadly for anyone who are going out, because this could bring this could possibly bring power outages. It could bring icy roads, because there's a little bit of snow showers that were flying around since Sunday. And what's going to really happen is all that little bit of snow is going to become ice, basically. So all this snow, especially in Boston, who had 12 inches of snow due to the winter storm, which was known as Mars, that 12 inches of snow is going to become a 0.05 centimeters of ice. It's going to be very dramatically impacted right in this area, especially here. But we're not really concerned about the snow. What we're really mostly concerned is the ice and the cold air. It's going to be very dangerous, and it's going to be very extremely deadly. What I really noticed in the Weather Channel is that they're saying -1 degrees. Imagine that, -1 degrees. That is extremely a knockout game of the record from 1916 of that cold front, which was known as Cold Front Millibar, that hit in New York City since the 1916s. But this is going to be even more worse than the 1916. Now, what the European model is suggesting is that it's just going to be a strong upper level cold front, which is right here, Nolan. And what's going to happen is this cold front is going to bring a lot of moisture and a lot of rain and warm air. A warm front is going to come by. And then this whole area is going to get a lot of snow in this area, especially for this area, but mostly it's going to be freezing rain. So watch out for slippery, icy conditions. It's going to be very, very bad. And as you can see for this one for the European model is suggesting that this cold front is actually going to spin around because of the wind debris. And what's going to happen is that the jet stream is going to start bouncing around like crazy, like this. This is the jet stream. So what's going to happen is the jet stream is going to make a little big ice cream dip. And Florida, what's really crazy is that Florida is expected to be down to mid-50 temperatures. Mid-50 temperatures. We never see mid-50 temperatures from Florida. All we just saw from every single cold front is basically just mid-60 degrees from Florida. And all this cold is going to be so wide that it's going to cover like about mostly 30 states of this area. 30 states, that's a lot of millions of Americans that are going to be infected with this area. What we could expect is a polar vortex warning. So be on the lookout. Check up your updates and just be prepared for this because this is going to be an historic cold front. I'm meteorologist Neo Gonzalez. Peace out.